Well, what else can you say about the career resurgence of Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira? Cut his teeth in the UFC. Late 2017, he had lost 3 of 4. Nobody was talking about him, and then he goes on to produce one of the greatest winning streaks in UFC lightweight history.
Well, he did a great job just rebuilding, refocusing, shifting the mindset from having issues at times when it got tough to getting through the tough and dominating guys. Many relied on him going back to that guy from before. That guy disappeared on that championship run. Charles Oliveira is a beast, and we will see if tonight he gets his hand raised and he proves once again why he's one of the best lightweights in the world.
Don't look for too much in terms of risk management, though. Even given what happened in the Islam Makhachev fight, Charles Oliveira is an aggressive, high-octane, offensive fighter, and that is the expectation as to what we will see here tonight. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev finds himself in yet another big spot here tonight.
Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the 3rd man in the octagon tonight. All right, here we go with the 2 best lightweights in the world, Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Oliveira's winning streak from 2018 to 2022. Certainly going to withstand the test of time. It'll get him in the Hall of Fame. But the man who ended that streak, former teammate Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, Islam Makhachev is one of the best fighters that I have had the ability to train with. He works so hard. He's so committed to being the best in the world. And on that night, he showed that. He beat a Charles Oliveira who seemed to be at the very top of his game. And he did it in a surprising way, knocking him down with his hands. But Do Bronx has said time and time again, I went back today. And this version of Charles Oliveira gets the job done against Islam Makhachev.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Excellent ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev.
Great shot from the top position.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
Close guard. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Getting them out here. Now he's got good body position, yo.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Islam Makhachev. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Makhachev's back in full mount. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, big elbow.
He has controlled the position, postured up, and landed another strike that has caused it swelling.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
An attacking armbar.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or a big ground and pound.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Good work from the top here by Oliveira. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotines, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Oliveira's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now. 4 seconds for the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway.
Ooh, the head kick lands.
Able to land there with the straight left. Well, hard to imagine we will get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. I mean, I cannot believe what we are watching. Oh, he passes to half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Oh, right into mount. He's got to start throwing now.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off of the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oliveira's eye is starting to swell shut.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish the technique.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Oliveira.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
I want to see those hard elbows. Just work. I'll stand it up. Just work.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Oliveira. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling. Expending, look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Makhachev's in half guard. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Makhachev's right back to the full mount here.
He's got to be careful here. Oh, good defense, yes. In the half guard.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish. Now he's going full mount. Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots. And once again, he lands right on that cut. Great defense by this fighter.
Oliveira's in half guard now. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended. All right, pausing the action here, and if the referee calls for the doctor, this could very well be the end of the fight, given all that swelling around the eye.
It could be, and rightfully so. His eye is swollen shut. He cannot see his opponent. He's flailing at him. Can't find his target anymore.
Doctor corrals the referee. It looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now, but certainly that swelling bears watching as we move forward.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. It's tight.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
2 rounds in the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let...
Whoa! Early right hand gets through for Dubois. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find a shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get... He set up a beautiful submission.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. So just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. Oliveira's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital.
That was nice.
Making all these shots count. Makhachev's got him in a crucifix, gonna work from the top now.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
I can see the ringside position starting to get up because that cut has gotten to a very bad place.
Makhachev's right back to the full mount.
Great defense by the defensive fighter. Oh, he got to the spot.
Constantly a moving target. Just over 3 minutes to go. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here today.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside position calls a stop for this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result is not going to change.
And now he's got the back. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Relentless pressure from the top by Islam Makhachev. Oliveira's cut on his cheek is nasty, leaky. That thing is leaking bad now.
Striking from every position lands a strike from the bottom.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Nice shot there by the champ. Nice defense.
Makhachev's back in half guard.
Great submission defense.
Makhachev's back in full mount.
good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
Oliveira's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside physician right there. They might stop this fight. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, there's the end of the round, and hopefully not the end of the fight. He doesn't look as handsome as he did when he walked out. That is a severe gash on his face. All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 4.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Oh, man, another blow right on that previously targeted area. He's in real trouble now. Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy.
Don't shoot the tip here.
All right, looks like that Darce is tight. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Trying to set up a choke here. That Darce choke is tight.
This has got to be it.
This one, you stand you up. You need to
Oh, he got out.
He did a great job of getting his hips away and getting back to his back in order to defend that Darce choke.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
There it is. Now he's running him out.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, so he's setting up for a submission here.
Arm is very tight.
He tapped! Charles Oliveira, your winner by submission.
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call the shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
All right, so another win by submission for the UFC's submission king, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira.
Nobody's ever done it better. No one has done it better than Do Bronx on the ground. When you're on the ground with Charles Oliveira, you're constantly in danger. And tonight he showed why he's the best grappler or submission finisher in UFC history.